The physical body is a heavy anchor. Every night, as my breathing slows and the world fades to black, I feel the familiar violent vibration at the base of my skull. It is the cosmic engine warming up. With a sharp mental pull, I snap away from my flesh and bones, hovering effortlessly near my bedroom ceiling. Looking down at my sleeping self is always strange, but I rarely linger. The physical plane is just the lobby of a much larger house. Last night, I decided to push past the Earth's atmosphere. Moving in the astral form is not about flying, it is about willing yourself to be somewhere else. In a blink, the blue glow of Earth was beneath me, shrinking into a marble. I coasted through the silence of the void, past the ringed majesty of Saturn. Close up, those rings are not solid bands, but a chaotic, beautiful dance of ice boulders glowing with a soft, iridescent light that human eyes never get to see. The energy there hummed a deep bass note that vibrated straight through my non-physical chest. But the physical universe is only three-dimensional. The real adventures happen when I shift my vibration to enter the higher astral planes. A few weeks ago, I visited what travelers call the Great Library. It does not exist in a place, but in a frequency of pure knowledge. When I manifested there, it looked like an endless labyrinth of towering shelves made of condensed starlight. The books were not paper. They were living spheres of memory. I touched one and instantly experienced the entire life cycle of a star that died 3 billion years before humans existed. I felt its birth, its blazing heat, and its final magnificent supernova. Not all entities in the astral realm are welcoming, though. Yesterday, while exploring the lower, denser vibrations of an old abandoned city on Earth, I encountered a shadow feeder. It was a shifting, formless mass of grey mist that tried to latch onto my light, feeding on human anxiety and fear. In the beginning, these encounters terrified me, but the astral plane responds instantly to intent. I anchored my mind, projected a barrier of blinding golden willpower, and watched the entity dissolve back into the dark. Every morning, the tether pulls me back. I wake up to the sound of my alarm, my limbs feeling like lead, forcing myself back into the routine of a normal human life. But as I ride the bus or sit at my desk, I smile. I know that tonight the cage door opens again. The vibration hit, I broke free from my body, and tonight I wasn't alone. Usually the space right above my bed is empty, but this time a figure sat cross-legged on my ceiling. It was a woman radiating a soft indigo light. Her face shifted constantly like ripples on water, making it impossible to pin down her age or ethnicity. "You are pushing too hard against the current," she said, her voice echoing directly inside my consciousness. "I am Australia. I will be your guide tonight." Before I could answer, another luminous form materialized beside us. It was a guy wearing a faded leather jacket, an odd physical touch for the astral plane. He looked thrilled, his energy pulsing a vibrant, erratic green. "Holy cow, it worked," he laughed, looking at his translucent hands. "I'm Marcus, I'm from Chicago." pulling us back to our physical bodies. I opened my eyes in my dark room, the sound of Marcus's laugh still ringing in my head. Australia nodded, her indigo light flaring with a deep, solemn intensity. "The ultimate question," she said. "Hold fast to each other. This frequency requires absolute unity." I grabbed Marcus's arm. His energy was buzzy with nervous anticipation. Australia reached out, touching both of our foreheads. The astral scenery didn't just change, it shattered. We plummeted upward, breaking through the rings of planets, past the higher mental planes and straight into a realm of blinding, featureless white light. The pressure was immense. It felt like trying to swim through liquid concrete made of pure consciousness. "Look down," Australia's voice echoed, sounding like a choir of thousands. Beneath us lay a massive glowing grid of infinite geometric lines, the Great Loom. Shimmering rivers of raw, unformed souls were flowing down from the source of the white light, passing through a prism and fracturing into billions of tiny, dense sparks. Each spark was being pulled down into a physical world trapped in a shell of flesh. "Why?" Marcus gasped, his form vibrating wildly under the spiritual weight of the place. "Why lock infinite beings into tiny, fragile meat suits?" "Because perfection cannot learn," Australia explained, her shifting face becoming perfectly still and ancient. "In the light you know everything, but you experience nothing. You cannot know warmth without the cold. You cannot truly understand courage without fear or healing without pain. The physical body is not a prison. It is a high-tech diving suit." I looked closer at the grid. I saw the sparks entering human babies, alien life forms and animals. Each physical life was a highly specialized simulation designed to teach a specific lesson. "The physical brain is a filter," I realized out loud, the truth hitting me like a physical wave. "It purposely blocks our memory of this place. If we remembered the infinite light, the stakes wouldn't feel real, the heartbreak wouldn't hurt, and the love wouldn't feel as precious." "Exactly," Australia smiled. "The body forces you to live in the sharp, agonizing, beautiful now. You came to Earth to experience limitation, to see what a god does when they forget they are a god." Suddenly, Marcus's energy spiked. He had touched one of the raw lines of the loom, and a massive surge of cosmic data flooded his mind. His astral eyes went wide and entirely white. "It's too much!" he screamed, his form starting to dissolve into the grid. The shock of the loom's truth rippled through me, but there was no time to process it. Marcus was dissolving. I lunged forward, wrapping my astral arms around his fading form. I didn't try to pull him away. Instead, I forced my own mind to remember the feeling of my heavy, clumsy human body. I focused on the sensation of cold wind on my face, the smell of morning coffee, and the ache in my muscles after a long walk. That dense earthly energy acted like an anchor. It grounded us both, snapping Marcus out of the cosmic overload just as Australia shielded us from the glare of the grid. With a sudden, violent, rushing sensation, the white light vanished. I blinked, staring at my dark bedroom ceiling. My alarm was buzzing. Usually I dragged myself out of bed with a sigh, dreading the mundane routine of the day. But today was different. I stepped outside, and the world looked entirely altered. The physical plane wasn't a boring chore anymore, it was a masterpiece of design. I sat on the morning bus looking at the people around me, the tired commuters scrolling on their phone, the stressed students studying flashcards, the bus driver greeting a passenger. They weren't just random strangers. They were infinite, immortal souls wearing heavy diving suits, playing the ultimate game of hide and seek with themselves. When I spilled my coffee at my desk, I didn't get angry. I smiled. I felt the sharp, sudden jolt of annoyance, the physical heat of the liquid on my hand, and I appreciated it. In the higher realms, you can't spill coffee. You can't feel the clumsy, hilarious frustration of a human mistake. Later that afternoon, a co-worker snapped at me during a meeting. Instead of firing back with defensive anger, I looked at them with a sudden wave of empathy. I wondered what difficult lesson their soul was trying to learn through that stress. The stakes felt incredibly high to them because the simulation was working perfectly. By the time evening arrived, I realized my daily life was no longer a cage keeping me from the astral realm. The physical world was the destination. I'd traveled across the cosmos just to realize that the most profound adventure was simply being human.